We are kicking things off right now with serious action in Albuquerque. Police have arrested a second suspect in the deadly shooting that occurred near the main event entertainment center. Detectives have taken 17-year-old Wyatt Drake into custody following the altercation that left Isaiah Jackson Herrera dead. We have the details on how this tragic event unfolded and what the ongoing investigation means for everyone involved.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Switching gears to the world of professional wrestling, the rivalry is heating up between two rising stars. Jasper Troy is going one-on-one with Jackson Drake in a massive confrontation that promises fireworks. Find out who will emerge victorious in this intense battle for supremacy in NXT tonight on the CW network. In political news, the St. Joseph County Council primary elections have delivered some major results. Amy Drake secured her spot for re-election in District B by defeating Matthew Clayton, focusing on issues like affordable housing and road infrastructure. Meanwhile, Jamie O'Brien took down incumbent Dan Sheetzel in District C, pushing for aggressive tax cuts and reduced county spending. And finally, diving deep into music history, we are ranking the 10 best Drake albums and mixtapes, and honestly, the conversation is getting explosive. We break down why albums like Thank Me Later and Take Care are considered pivotal moments in his career, and what makes his body of work so undeniably iconic. Don't miss the full breakdown. Tune in right now. Police have made a significant arrest in Albuquerque, New Mexico, apprehending a second suspect in a deadly shooting that occurred near the main event entertainment center in northeast Albuquerque. The arrest involved 17-year-old Wyatt Drake, who is facing multiple serious charges, following the death of 28-year-old Isaiah Jackson Herrera on April 19th. Jackson Herrera was fatally shot during an altercation outside main event around 1:30 a.m. Witnesses reported that Jackson Herrera was walking with family and friends when he turned back to confront Wyatt Drake and Kevin Vargas. The confrontation escalated when one of the men allegedly pulled out a firearm and shot Jackson Herrera. APD officers responded swiftly, providing first aid before paramedics confirmed Jackson Herrera's death. Authorities had previously arrested 21-year-old Kevin Vargas in Hobbs regarding his alleged involvement in the incident. In interviews, Vargas provided a conflicting account, alleging that after an exchange of words, Jackson Herrera swung at Drake, causing both men to fall. Vargas claimed that Drake reached for a firearm and Jackson Herrera also reached for a gun, which led to Drake shooting Jackson Herrera. Wyatt Drake is currently facing charges including an open count of murder, tampering with evidence, conspiracy, and unlawful possession of a handgun by a minor. Kevin Vargas is facing an open count of murder and conspiracy. The Albuquerque Police Department is continuing its investigation into the deadly shooting that took place in the main event parking lot. NXT is set for a high-stakes showdown as two of its fastest-rising superstars, Jasper Troy and Jackson Drake, prepare to clash in a one-on-one match. The bout is fueled by recent locker room tensions, as Troy has directly challenged the outspoken Jackson Drake, prompting the younger star's aggressive demeanor to draw a direct confrontation. Fans will be eager to see which competitor emerges victorious and advances toward the main roster. The highly anticipated match will be broadcast live tonight on channel YouTube NXT, airing at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and 7 p.m. Central Time on the CW network. In St. Joseph County, primary elections in Districts B and C for the county council race have concluded, with Amy Drake and Jamie O'Brien securing their nominations. In District B, incumbent Amy Drake successfully defeated Republican challenger Matthew Clayton to secure her spot for re-election. Drake's campaign emphasized experience and continuity, highlighting key issues such as homeowner affordability and crucial infrastructure, particularly road maintenance and snow removal, as priorities for future funding allocations. Drake stressed the need to address immediate concerns like plowing and road conditions when funding is available. Meanwhile, in District C, Republican candidate Jamie O'Brien triumphed over incumbent Republican Dan Sheetzel. O'Brien, a former council member, campaigned on a platform advocating for significant changes, including more aggressive tax cuts and a reduction in overall county spending. He also suggested the council could influence property tax rates by minimizing tax incentives and curtailing the use of tax incremental financing districts. Both winners of the Republican primary will now advance to face the Democratic nominee in the general elections scheduled for November. A definitive ranking of Drake's best albums and mixtapes has been released, offering a deep dive into his extensive discography. The analysis covers a range of projects, from experimental works to commercial behemoths, assessing their artistic merit, thematic coherence, and impact on his career. The report highlights key moments across his career, examining shifts in genre, lyrical versatility, and production styles. The ranking features several notable works. Honestly, Nevermind is highlighted as Drake's most experimental project, noted for its strict focus on dance rhythms and house instrumentation, with tracks like Overdrive being considered sleeper hits. CLB is assessed despite its controversial cover art, praising its deep cuts and strong thematic direction, exemplified by the opening track, Champagne Poetry. Projects featuring longer track lists, such as the 20-plus song mixtapes, are evaluated based on their high points, acknowledging that they are mixed bodies of work. These projects showcase Drake's versatility across rap and R&B, with tracks like Jaded, That's How You Feel, and After Dark cited as top-tier R&B performances. The period leading up to Views, starting with the So Far Gone mixtape, is deemed foundational, showcasing Drake's ability to blend genres and trends into intentional hits, building on the successful formula set by his mentor. Views, while commercially massive, is positioned as not his absolute best, with standout tracks like Child's Play, Fire and Desire, and Weston Road Flows being highly praised for their emotional yet cold aesthetic. The pinnacle of his abilities is identified in projects where every track fits seamlessly, such as Thank Me Later, which offers a crystal-clear look into his world, capturing the trajectory of his ascent from controlled passiveness to newfound fame. IYRTITL is noted for its intense confidence, with tracks like Jungle standing out as one of his best performances. Nothing Was the Same is recognized for its contribution to the competitive rap landscape, demonstrating Drake's status among the elite. Finally, Take Care is lauded as an iconic, pivotal album, recognized for its unparalleled range across sonic and emotional spectrums, exceptional feature collaborations, including Rihanna, Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, and Andre fucking 3000, and its lasting cultural impact, cementing its status as a music time capsule.